Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are going with the Roots deck that actually managed to hit top spot in recent regionals, and this deck was the only Golgari deck in like top 60 or something. And also this one was best Roots deck in the whole tournament, the highest ranked one. So we'll test it in best of one and we'll see can we fight the red guy. Alright, so I think we have to go with Roots, right? We could go with something else. Maybe we can set up something. This deck, by the way, is super hard to play. I think maybe we go with... No. Let's set up Roots. This will be a little bit slow. We will never block, so we might as well attack. Like, even if they attack with just hero, I think our Gorehound is a little bit better. We won't have mana for the next turn, so that's a little bit scary. So we cannot guarantee Tyvar. But hopefully it's fine. Like, we could hit Tyvar, mill, and hit a creature already, and it would leave the graveyard. Our opponent is completely immune to everything that is going on in Magic, to any strategy, to any interaction. They always do the same thing. Mouse, nemesis, hit, see the result. And that's the freaking game. Alright, so let's go with probably Adept, because it has Death Touch, and it's more mana efficient this way, and we can surveil something. Alright. Do we still attack or we try to bluff something? I don't think this 1 damage will matter too much, and on this turn we are planning to, potentially block. They also probably want to play Nemesis, so then they tap out and it's hard to, attack with 1/1 hero. If they opened with this, yeah, see, like we know everything, usually it still doesn't matter. 3 damage. So we could trade and take damage as the punishment. But is that good? We don't know if we will hit the land. That's a little bit scary. It's so hard, man. Whatever you do, red player gets ahead. Their cards are so powerful that basically they don't need to make good plays. So we'll have to fight through it, man. It won't be easy. I think we go with Tyvar, because then the creature leaves the graveyard. And then we start getting our good value. So, yep, Tyvar. I am impressed. So let's see. I think we'll go with Adept. So the creature is leaving and we also survey. So now we are starting to get the stuff. We cannot live gain for the rest of the game, so you cannot block, you cannot live gain, and you cannot counter spell most of the time. But it's fine. We are going strong. I don't think we need this one. We want as many creatures in the graveyard as possible. We can already start using this mana. So I think... Oh, we can also play this. We could go with the Mite or just Tender. And this gives any color. We need to forage, but I think we can. Alright, let's go. Alright, we played this. And we have to get rid... This is the creature, it leaves the graveyard, so we don't need another. So I think we go like this, and we keep the creature for future. Dredger. This would be a great card, but of course we cannot live gain for the rest of the game. Alright. Land from the top. Honestly, pretty tempting. I'm not sure if I should take it. I probably shouldn't, but I still will. And we can start making more creatures. This could be interesting. We can exile another creature. But we want to play this, because this can also use the ability on this turn. So I changed my mind. Like, we are going so fast with all this mana, we don't need a land. So that was just a bit of a mistake. And we can forage 3 cards again. We played this, but we have to go... Okay, I think we just go with Roots. Nope. We keep the ability. We do not attack yet. We will attack them probably in 1-2 turns. You can see that the deck is insane, and I'm not playing it perfectly because it's probably it's the hardest deck I've been playing generally. The amount of interactions and synergies is just insane, and if you add to this trying to predict what is on top, like cards, and what then it means for your game plan, is like completely like mind melting. And this is the type of deck that you really enjoy mastering, because it will make your win rate even better. Oh, mono red, and here it is, our friend that played 1-drop on turn 1, 2-drop on turn 2, and 3-drop on turn 3, and now they don't know what's going on and they left the game. A true Magic enjoyer. Oh man, mono red. So exile a card from your graveyard. Sounds good. Let's get rid of the creature. Then we get the roots. Man, we are starting strong with literally destroying mono red. This goes into the graveyard, which means that we can do it again. And I'm kinda getting the hang of this deck, man. This is insane. We're at like turn 4 or something. And look at our board. It can rival even mono red. Okay, and this is nice. So we could untap a creature. Honestly, I think we'll go with this. We'll exile. We don't really need opponent to have the best time with. We don't have a creature. So I could play the Overlord, which is super chunky, and we're at 15. So this is not bad, in all honesty. But we don't have the forage. I tell you, this deck is so hard to play. I think we go with roots. Well, it seems that we got a salty mono red rage quit as the start of this testing, so I like it. I like it so far. We have a lot of mana right now, so I will go with green. I'm not getting. Yeah, look, our opponent is still here. They just like playing the fastest deck of the format that is super boring in the slowest way possible, so they get no upsides. Let's go for this. And now we can use this ability. Oh, I need one more card. It's fine. It's fine. We'll mill a card. Here's the card. And now we can... I mean, we just need to play this then. I just need as many creatures... Well, one more. Okay, everything is planned. Everything is planned. Now we go with Tyvar and we get more stuff. Man, this deck is so fun. And they finally broke because they won't be able to attack us even. Honestly, Gorehound will be super good because we can double 1-drop on the next turn. We could also go Adept, but I think double 1-drop is just better. And they are pumping already. So let's see if that is a land into Monstrous Rage. This is really good for them. So they basically got insane damage on top of just trading equally. Great. So let's go for the fast land. What do we do? I think we go with Adept. They really seem keen to be keen about killing creatures. They might have more removal, but there's not much we can do about it. I think I will just block with Adept. Death Touch is the only thing keeping red creatures in check. They got card advantage, but they lost a little bit of tempo, and now we can play Tyvar, which instantly gets the creature back. So that's a good start. We are getting a little bit like small good traits. Roots, alright, I would love to have it. We can already use it, but let's not, because we still need to pay the mana for the creature that we cast from the graveyard. Another Torch the Tower. Alright, very persistent and haster to answer everything, right? Okay, if that's only this, we have ways. We have ways to deal with it. Okay, this is kinda good. I could go for the grab. Or we can just play triple spell on this turn and plus Tyvar. I think this is a little bit better, right? Roots for the next turn. Alright, those are really good cards, guys. I need them. I actually need those cards. I don't think they have a way to mill anything. So we will just plus Tyvar, just for the sake of it. I actually misplayed. But it's kind of the same. I don't want to hit the talent. We'll wait with this for Cory. So I could take the mana, play Mite, and then untap Elves. I would have better situation. I mean, it literally doesn't matter right now. Let's just plus. Fortunately, we only have 2 mana play. So unless we want to sacrifice the Mite, it should kinda be the same. I tell you, this deck is so hard to play perfectly. Like, you have so many ways to go around stuff. Like, basically every card has interactions with every other card. And they're stocking up. Alright. This is not the end of the world. Of course, they will have a ton of value. So we'll actually have to fight them in the value game. So that sounds kinda interesting. Verge. One of those cards, but probably not what they have taken. I probably want to protect Tyvar. Like, it's a really good card. So I go this goes to the graveyard. I could also get rid of the talent, but I much rather wait until they pump it up. And now this is in the graveyard, so it can leave the graveyard when we play Roots. So that should be really nice. And they still have some plays. They already used Double Torch the tower. I'm not sure if they play Burst Lightning as well. They might... So if we tap for this... Yeah, we don't. They might kill Mite, because then we cannot sacrifice in response. So instead what we will do... We go for Roots. Even if they have Spell Pierce, we are prepared. We have 3 mana. Now... I mean, we could -2, and that would create a lot of creatures. But we can also go for a little bit longer game. And I think this is a little bit better. So now we fix the mistake from the early game, or the previous turn. And now we can use the Maverick. Puts a counter. We go for the Elves because they might want to hit the Mite. That sounds sweet. Alright. And we can still cash grab. This is also a very good card, so I kinda don't want to get rid of it. And I think we will be a little bit defending. We're at 16, we have ways to live game, so man, this should be a great game of Magic, honestly. Because they went for the value game with those stock ups, so they kinda lost the lethal tempo, but now they are a control deck in a way. So hopefully... Okay, what do you do? What is the second target? The talent, as kinda expected. You can take the mana. And I can get rid of the talent. This is good play, man. Perfect. We lose the token, but that's it. That's it. And we both have a, you know, probably a, well, this should be a 3-3 probably. Corey, absolutely not what you like to see. And let's see the second spell. The good part is they need to cast it now, otherwise they don't trigger Corey. The bad part is that this will be a red creature, so no, it will kill you in 2 turns. And this is the last card. Alright, they played all the cards from their hand. I'm not sure about this play, but maybe... I mean, as long as they hit face, it's working, right? We could try to double block with cash grab. First, let's see the attack. Oh my god, I can... Man, look at the respect. Man, they don't attack the fairy like this. Well, this is interesting. We could make a grab and double block something and get a free trade in a way. Oh, I would love to protect it, but I guess we cannot at this point. They used a lot of pump for this. I cannot trade, so I just give up. Man, this was 9 damage, would be at 9, so they went very seriously about it, and I can respect the play. So let's go for this, see what we'll get. This is kinda important. No way, we actually whiffed fully. No way, man. My plan was assuming that we must hit something. However, it might not be the end of the world yet. From among the milled cards, there's no way we'll whiff again. So we should get the token. Alright, here's the Hound. Okay, that's kinda what we want. And we can get the Hound. I don't know the ordering, but I would need to read the card, so we are just going with this one. Here's the creature. We don't have Tyvar, so we cannot use this on the same turn. I think we'll just pump it. The live game from the inside will be absolutely insanely important. And let's go for this so it can trade. Why would you tap this? The tapper considers this worse mana because this gives any color and this gives... oh, but it cannot be used. No, never mind. It has Summoning Sickness. I was playing too much with Tyvar. I forgot what Summoning Sickness is. We will get this value later, so it's fine. But see, like, it's so hard to play it completely optimal. Like, there are so many small interactions. Like, when you read the cards, they kind of all do the same thing, but in a different way. They have one spell, unless it's opt into... But they can use Burn to kill this. I will risk, guys. I guess I could tank one hit. Okay, I will tank one hit. Because we have life gain. Because on the next turn they won't get such a good attack. Like, we will start getting those tokens to like crazy amounts. Overlord seems really good. We can also go for Tyvar, and Tyvar gets another creature. Man, I think we've got it. And I need to read the insight moment. When do you life gain exactly? Artifact and creature leaves the graveyard. So we'll take creature or artifact probably. Alright, we're going first, and this should be a nice opening. Let's go with the Maverick. And we can start by surveilling, making sure that our next draw is exactly what we want. I will take the Gorehound. This card is insane. I was kinda curious that this deck plays 3 of them, because I think this might be one of the best cards it has. Let's go with this into probably Maverick, so we can try to find roots. We'll get 3 surveil on this turn, so that's a lot. Nope. Oh, the game is just testing me at this. I really should try to hit roots, but come on. If I play this, I will get so much surveil for every future creature. And let's start hitting their face. And this seems to be a control, like a Zorus control. It doesn't feel like Omniscience. So we will need to prepare for lockdown. Because it will hit very soon. Which means I will probably go for the Gorehound and see what I get. Now, of course, everything will be exiled. They probably have white mana. Land? Nope. We need to find a creature. If I play this, I get 2 surveil, but then I absolutely get destroyed by you know what. So I think we just swing, and that's it for this turn. Oh, this might be an artifact deck. This has Menace, but you can still target it, of course. Okay, you know what? That suggests they don't have lockdown. Probably. I need roots. Like, I'm surveying everything that isn't roots. We can get creatures back with Tyvar, so that's something. And we can try to flood them. If they are synthesizer deck, and it feels like this right now, I thought it's control, but with the Soul Blades it must be a synthesizer deck, like full artifacts. So this is the turn when they normally want to play it. And they play it. Well, they didn't consider not having it, unfortunately. So we can go a little bit harder with Tyvar, probably milling, but we still need to hit roots. Okay, we have roots. That's way better. And now we can get mana, but we cannot play Tyvar. Yep. We can mill a card, get a creature, but that's it. So we can just do it later. Don't forget, they will have insane board, but I think we can actually match it. Or at least we can create more creatures, because they will have less constructs, generally, than we will have the tokens, the plant tokens. So we can try to go wider than them, and just go for counter-attack lethal. Because they will have like 3 to 5, 12 or something. And we'll have an army of smaller plants. So maybe we can use 5 to chomp block and then counter attack or something like this. We'll see. But we have options. Well, the Aegis. Probably on the Gorehound. They need to target now. Okay, it's a creature. Alright, I got scared for a second there. Okay. Let's get the mana. And it has to be a creature, so let's go for the Adept because we have to. In case we want the Gorehound. Well, this is the card. creature will leave and we'll also get another play. So I think this is kinda good. I could go Tyvar and get something. Okay, I think this is better. Because I can do this, right? We go for this, we -2, we are guaranteed to hit something. It has to be... Oh, I've seen the Cauldron. We could also go for the Gorehound. I really like this card, but this has Death Touch, so I will be greedy. Gorehound on top, so we can take it. Yeah, I really like this card. It gives you so much stuff for the graveyard, man. We could even play this? No! Okay, this is insane, man. I think we are absolutely popping off. And we can go for this. Get another. We want... Okay, we need to forage. I always forget about this part. I consider it fully free, but we have ways to keep milling. We can just get them from the graveyard now. Alright. So, oh man, even Tyvar? But we have 2 little mana, so we go for the Gorehound. And we get more... Oh my... Like, this deck is insane! Alright, we're going first. We are starting with Roots, so this is a nice opening. And we have the grab, so we can get the creature from the graveyard, which means that we can already make it leave the battlefield. Also at instant speed. So our opponent has green and very quick ramp. So this is a little bit scary. Like Llanowar Elves can do some crazy things on those 2 next turns. So let's see. They already can go for the 3-drop, so higher than us. And they double. Man, I don't know what's going on, but I know it will hurt like crazy. Oh, we don't have much time. I will try to pump as much as possible because we will need a lot. If this is like mono green ramp with like 1 big creature on top, probably like the Behemoth or Nissa, maybe we can actually outvalue this. I think this deck is capable of just creating... Oh no! Come on, man. This is dirty. Like, this is not fair at all. Come on. Oh my god, I should play against turn 3 Nissa, I guess, destroying my roots. So what do you do? Among the cards milled. So we could create a token. I'm not sure what I will draw. But we might hit a squirrel, so let's go. Let's actually go with this. And let's do it now, maybe. Man, this is scary. Alright, we got Insect Druid and Human Detective. I guess we go for this because it has Surveil. So it should be a little bit hopefully better. Very scary because normally no card can double kill roots. Well, except a Planeswalker that can do it every single turn forever. So this is on the rough side for sure. We have ways to go around it. And we have a little bit of board pressure. So Nissa is at 1 loyalty. They really want to keep her. So I think we can like basically brute force our way to victory. I think. We have 1 creature so we can play it. Tyvar is very nice. How do we want to do it? We don't have roots anymore, of course. Let's start with this and see what the top cards are. We generally want to surveil everything. Yeah, we don't care about it too much. This is not a bad card. But we want as many creatures as possible, so we can do crazy stuff. We only have 1 creature, that's not perfect. So if I double swing, they have to waste 1 of those. That's kinda okay. Or they lose Nissa. So I think this is a good deal. Like, if we get rid of this, the game becomes so much easier. And right now it doesn't create too big of a token, but soon it will. And it will hurt. Can we... If we -2... This is interesting. If we -2, they can actually kill the creature. And we don't have roots. So I think we'll wait 1 turn. 1 single turn. They only have 3 creatures. They have tons of mana. They have more tons of mana. And what is the last card? This will be super important. Because I think right now we are winning. But this card can change it. Okay, and oh, land from the top, not what we wanted. But now we can start casting from the graveyard. First, let's go for Tyvar and see what exactly we are getting. Let's mill some cards and get something that is super cool. Well, I guess you are super cool. And we'll probably play another one. I cannot linger too long, but we can linger a little bit. I think 3 cards should be fine. We just go 3 lands and it should be good. We can always use it later. And without roots, it's a little bit awkward. I think we just keep swinging. They can double block the token, which is okay for them, but they still lose some ramp, and I'm not sure if they want to. Okay, that's perfect, because now I get the counter. It also can leave the graveyard, but we can do it later. And we can replay it! I just realized we can replay it, surveil again, and get hit by a top deck Ugin, I think. This is on the rough side. Definitely on the rough side. Our opponent is specialized in destroying all the permanents, especially enchantments. So, we'll see. Maybe we can pressure Ugin. They're going for Tyvar, probably a smart choice. We need some good cards from the top. I can deal some damage to Ugin, but not 9. And they will start getting cards, so they probably will recover very quickly. Okay, so the card for this turn is probably a land, that's good. That means they didn't increase the power. And I'm drawing lands every turn. Come on, not like this. I can play the Maverick and... I don't deal too much damage. I think I literally need to fight for value. It's not exactly what you do with 1-drops, but what can you do, man? What can you do, man? Let's keep Exile. No, we don't have too much. Let's just go for the boot. And let's survive. We need something really good. Those are not the cards we need. And I guess I can play it? Yeah, I can play any amount of creatures. So we go this, probably 1 roots and 1 insight. I think that's the best play. And you know, we can start swinging, I guess. Not the most glorious attack, but what can you do, man? What can you do? Hopefully on the next turn we can do a little bit more. So they got -1 loyalty on this turn. And if they whiff fully, there is a chance, but man, this is like ramp Planeswalker deck. This is pretty good, but it's 1 creature, so not the end of the world. But I'm scared about those next 2 cards. Bro, am I correct that this is like the 3rd land in a row on 20? We play 20 lands in this deck. So drawing 3 in a row, especially in such a clutch situation, especially while having so many already, is kinda insane and probably the reason we'll lose. Yeah, I don't... like, we actually need to draw something that isn't land every turn. So guys, I hope you enjoyed those games, and if you did, consider subscribing and liking the video. It helps the channel, and at the same time you are getting cool decks every single day. So I mean, that's a good deal, you know, just saying. And about this deck is really complex. Like, you have so many synergies, so many plays. You can use the Forager. This is a creature in your graveyard. It's easier to get back than Roots, which is only a permanent and enchantment. So you can get this to get roots from the graveyard. You have 1 Thrillseeker together with Agatha Soul Cauldron, so you can burn your opponent directly. Every card is similar, but it works differently. Roots triggers when you remove creatures. Insight works when artifact or creature leaves the graveyard and then you gain life. This hits creature or planeswalker. So the deck is like a ton of similar effects, but you need to keep in mind the differences between them. And that's super satisfying, and you have so many plays. The deck is like all 1, 2 and some 3 drops, so you always get to play the game. Of course, the weakness is that Roots is super important and you need to find it, but you have some ways to do it with all the surveilling going on. Forager that can get it from the graveyard, and you can take Forager with like Overlord or something, so you have ways. And I really enjoyed this deck. I hope you had fun watching this, and before we wrap up, huge thank you to our amazing patrons that let us make content daily. You guys rock, you are absolutely amazing, and thank you for your support. And guys, I kinda think that's it for today. And by the way, this deck was chosen because of your comments. You asked for a Roots deck, and here we go. Here's the Roots deck, so I hope you had fun, and tell me in the comments how you like the deck. That's it. See you guys tomorrow.